What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best budget drones of 2024. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5, BetaFPV Cetus Lite. The Cetus Lite FPV kit is the most basic model among the 3 Cetus drones available. However, this is not necessarily a bad thing, as it helps to keep the cost down while also simplifying everything. Since this drone is essentially a toy for children or adults, simplicity and ease of use are crucial. The Cetus Lite is tiny, weighing just 36 g, including a 300 mAh 1S LiPo battery, and can fit in the palm of your hand. The batteries typically last around 3 minutes, but charging takes only about 20 minutes, so you can be charged up and flying in no time. The goggles and controller take longer to charge their built-in batteries, but they last much longer than drone batteries. The drone's low-power brushed motors provide enough lift to fly, but not enough to move around at high speeds. This may sound like a negative, but it suits the drone's profile perfectly, making it easier to fly along with its hover feature and self-leveling. While standard FPV drones can dive, flip, and roll when flown in manual/acro mode, which is the most exhilarating and fun flight mode, it is also the most challenging. The Lite has only one flight mode, which is level. In this mode, the drone automatically levels when the control sticks are released, and it cannot be flipped or rolled like it can when flying in angle and manual flight modes. This makes the Lite incredibly easy to fly, but it does remove the ability to progress through the different FPV flight modes available to most FPV drones as your flight skills progress. Number 4, Ryze Tello. The Tello drone has a small and sleek design that makes it easy to fly indoors, which is perfect for beginner drone pilots. It flies smoothly with small tight movements, making its flight smooth and accurate. The control through the mobile phone app is accurate and easy to get the hang of. The drone comes with built-in safety features such as sensor and propeller guards that are very discreet and blend in well with the design. The sensors found on the bottom of the drone resemble little cameras and are useful for beginner drone pilots to avoid collisions with objects. The propeller guards give pilots more freedom to attempt risky flight maneuvers, especially indoors, and increase its durability by preventing propeller damage if the pilot accidentally flies into an object. The Tello can complete quite a few preset aerobatic moves that other larger and heavier drones such as the Mavic or Phantom cannot. These features include throw and go, 8D flips, and bounce mode. Throw and go is particularly impressive as the Tello starts resting in your hand and you throw it into the air, and it begins to fly. The 8D flips mode means that the Tello can roll left, right, forwards, and backward by swiping on the screen once you have activated the mode. Finally, bounce mode allows your hand to become the controller of the drone as it ascends and descends in response to your hand lowering or raising. The charging time for a single battery is around 1 hour, and given the flight time of around 11 to 12 minutes, it is recommended to opt for the optional charger and 2 extra batteries, which reports suggest give a charge time of around 2 hours for charging all 3 of the batteries. Number 3, Holy Stone HS175D. Upon first inspection, the drone appears to be similar to other foldable drones. However, it is not built to the maximum weight limit of 249 g, making it slightly less heavy. The drone also has feet on the fuselage and rear arms to land on, which means the front arms do not have vertical legs. As a result, the opening and closing of the arms can be done in any order, which is a useful feature. The drone has some interesting features such as 2 white LEDs on the front, which serve as a replacement for collision sensors found on more expensive drones. Additionally, the rear leg feet glow to help with visibility when flying fast, although it may be difficult to judge orientation. The drone has a single visual positioning sensor on the base, as well as GPS inside. Like most drones, the HS175D requires a pre-flight calibration process. This process involves initiating it on a flat surface, then lifting and rotating the drone horizontally and vertically. This process can be clunkier than other drones, as it requires more rotations before the motors unlock. The HS175D has a fixed camera, meaning that any image stabilization is done through software. However, it does have a motorized mount that allows you to tilt the camera remotely to look horizontally or angle down. The lack of a true gimbal is what makes the drone budget-friendly, but it does impact the image quality. Number 2, DJI Mavic Mini 2 SE. The Mini series of drones was created as a solution to regulatory restrictions in different regions, including the US. These regulations require that drones weighing 249 g, 8.8 ounces or less can be flown without the need for registration. To comply with this, the Mini 2 SE was designed to weigh precisely 249 g, meaning you won't have to go through the minor inconvenience of FAA registration. The Mini 2 SE has a camera mounted on its nose that can shoot 2.7K video at up to 30 frames per second with 8-bit SDR color, as well as 12 MP stills in JPG and RAW DNG formats. However, it's worth noting that the camera is not as advanced as the one found on the Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro. Those models offer 4K resolution with wider dynamic range and the ability to record vertical video. The Mini 2 SE's camera can only record in a 16:9 aspect ratio. This makes it more suited for TVs and YouTube rather than for vertically oriented social media platforms. The Mini 2 SE has a flight time of up to 31 minutes per charge, which is quite impressive. When flying at the drone's standard speed setting up to 22 miles per hour, you can expect close to 30 minutes of flight time. If you choose the high-speed sport mode up to 35 miles per hour, the battery life will be slightly less. The Mini 3 can fly just as fast, but its battery lasts for 38 minutes. An extended battery option increases the runtime to 51 minutes. Like most consumer drones, the Mini 2 SE requires a smartphone to operate. The drone comes with a remote, the DJI N1, as part of its basic package. However, it doesn't have a built-in screen or app. It's worth noting that the fancier DJI is not compatible with the Mini 2 SE. You will need to download the free DJI Fly app on your phone, which is available for Android and iOS, to set up and fly the drone. Number 1 DJI Mini 3. The Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro are almost identical in appearance, with the main visual difference being the absence of collision avoidance sensors on the Mini 3. Both models have a folding design that makes them easy to store and transport. The folded dimensions of the Mini 3 are 148 by 90 by 62 mm, and when unfolded, it measures 251 by 362 by 72 mm. The drone, including battery and microSD card, has a weight of just 248 g. The Mini 3 offers a slightly longer flight time of up to 38 minutes compared to the Mini 3 Pro, which has a maximum flight time of 34 minutes. However, the actual flight time may be around 25 minutes, taking into consideration environmental conditions and the default charge level of 25% when return to home is activated. Flight times may improve during the warmer summer months. Setup is easy, and the controls provide a positive flight experience with no noticeable lag between input and execution. There are 3 main flight modes: Cine, Normal and Sport. Cine is the slowest, Normal is the most commonly used, and Sport is the fastest, with a top speed of 35.8 miles per hour. The Mini 3 can withstand wind resistance up to level 5, up to 24 miles per hour, when the flight mode is set to Sport. However, it can drift and become less responsive to controls when fighting against wind gusts. It is a small and lightweight drone, but not as powerful as the Mavic 3. The camera is a key feature of the Mini 3. It can rotate 90 degrees between landscape and portrait format, and all photo and video functionality is available in both orientations. The camera has a 12MP 1/1.3-inch sensor and provides a 24mm equivalent focal length with a fixed f/1.7 aperture and a focus range of 1m to infinity. Shooting modes include single shot, timed, auto exposure bracketing, panorama sphere, 180 degrees, wide angle and HDR. Thank you for watching this video. Do like and subscribe.